Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I want to remind you, there's some great content over there at priceofbusiness.com and Colleen Mullen's new podcast being recognized by iTunes as new and noteworthy. It's an official Price of Business podcast. I want to encourage you to check it out. It's doing great. And plus, incredible amounts of new articles that you can find only over there at priceofbusiness.com. So I do want to encourage you to check it out. Something else we want to check out is our next guest. I think she's going to be a lot of fun and very interesting. Michelle Blakeley is joining us, and her website is called Simplicity Mastered, and she's a professional bootstrapper and serial entrepreneur, and she's going to talk about how businesses can take their companies to the next level. She helps entrepreneurs live a self-defined and purpose-filled life. How are you today?
I'm doing fabulous. Thanks so much for having me.
You bet. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Let's see. I've worked with entrepreneurs and micro business owners for a good 20 years or so now. I started out doing administrative supportive services long before a virtual assistant was actually a thing, and sort of transitioned into a more role of a guidance counselor, so to speak, as opposed to administrative, probably about 15 years ago. So it's been good. Very
good. And talk a little bit about what you do today. Kind of give us.
Well, right now I am a micro business therapist, and basically it's just like it sounds. So just like you would go to a therapist for your personal and emotional issues, business owners come to me for their business issues. We talk about their businesses. We talk about the problems within their business, how they can redefine their business so that it suits their lifestyle as opposed to them trying to shape their life around what they see other people doing, because everybody is an individual. You have your own skill sets, your own experiences, and, you know, they need to be in tune to that as opposed to trying to do what works for other people.
Yeah, no question about it. Tell me a little bit about how you help your clients. It looks like there's a variety of ways, including Hangouts, Google Hangouts. Kind of give us an overview of what you do.
Sure. The majority of my sessions are virtual, so we either do a conference call or a video conference call. And we either engage in a therapy session where we're having dialogue about what's going on with you and your business and strategizing solutions to those problems, practical solutions and realistic solutions within, your skill set and your current resources. Or we're reorganizing. Sometimes businesses just need to be regrouped and reorganized, so we'll do business plans, we do strategy plans, marketing plans, social media plans. It really just depends on where they are in their business. Sometimes they're just getting started, they have an idea and they're not sure what to do with it. Other times they've been in business for a while and they're not sure how to get to that next level. So we start breaking down where they've been, where they are, and where they want to be and formatting a plan for that.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about, the type of companies you work with. It sounds like there are a lot of mom and pops and solopreneurs. Would you say that's the vast majority of your clientele?
That is the core of my clientele, is either micro business owners, which is usually just, a solopreneur, or small business owners where it may be one person, but maybe they have 2 or 3 people with them, or it's a partnership. Maybe there's 2 of them, and they have no staff, but they're fairly small businesses.
Yeah, very good. By the way, what is your academic background, just out of curiosity? Because I know the listener is going to be wondering the same thing, just out of curiosity.
I'm actually not autodidact, so I am self-educated. I have some college education, but no degrees. Everything that I learned and that I know has been from my experience with some very good mentors and day-to-day living and dealing with my clients.
The website's really cool. Simplicity Mastered. That's simplicitymastered.com. And so, very cool. Well, tell us a little bit about how your business is doing in 2015. And by the way, how old is your business?
I've been doing this for probably, like I said, close to 15 years now. And it's been great. Like I said, everything it's what I like the most about it, I tell people, is when I'm able to give my clients an aha moment. When we're having these discussions and we're talking about where they've been, where they are, and where they want to be, and that light bulb goes off and they're like, oh, how come I didn't see that? It's been right in front of them. But sometimes you just need to get it all out on the table so that you can sort through it with a fresh pair of eyes, a nice clean pair of ears like I have, somebody who's not going to judge you, somebody who's really just out for your own success and your own interest, somebody who's coming from a point of supportiveness and guidance as opposed to, you need to follow, these rules and, this is the way it's got to work. Because like I said, everybody is different. Everybody works, a different way. And, you have to kind of stay in tune with that. I kind of, go along the mode of the 4 Ps, which is purpose, principles, priorities, and practice. And everybody has their own set. So you need to figure out what your set is, and then we go from there.
Yeah, most of us lack objectivity about ourselves anyway. And so getting that third person to kind of look into what's going on. I guess I can't see the forest for the trees problem
right.
that exists in just about every area and in so many different ways. And so obviously that's huge. So so this year's been a good year for you? You see it continually grow?
Yes, and it actually, I started doing the micro-business therapies right around when we started having that quote-unquote recession, somewhere around 2008, 2009. I noticed I started getting a lot of phone calls with people asking me, my business is suffering, what can I do to change it? And then, a lot of people were just calling and wanting to vent. And that's where the therapy practice more or less started to really take off, where people really just wanted to come in and really just kind of talk about their business. They needed to talk through what was going on with them as opposed to having these instant solutions. They really just wanted somebody to, to talk with, because as micro business owners or solopreneurs, a lot of times it's a lonely journey. And, sometimes it's not easy for you to share what your business struggles are with, with your family, with your friends, even with other business owners, because you don't want to seem like a failure, or you don't want to seem like you don't know anything, or you don't know it all. But, that's part for the course. When you're running a business, it's a living thing, and things change. And it's okay for you not to know anything, or I should say not anything, but it's okay for you not to know everything.
Yeah.
It's okay for you to get help. It's okay for you to ask questions. It's okay for you to vent. It's okay for you to say that your business is struggling, that you're suffering, because I think once you get it out and you're able to live that truth, that's when I think you really get to see the forest for the trees, and you start to, see where some of the problems are and how to fix them.
Yeah. Yeah, and I tell you right now, it's very important early on for business owners to fake it until they make it if they want to be successful. That's really just part of the element. Otherwise, people aren't going to have the confidence to go into business with you or have you as a vendor or whatever you're trying to do.
Right.
So that's really important. SimplicityMastered.com. Check it out. It's a beautiful site. Very well done. Michelle Blakeley, thanks for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
You bet. When we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com, and you're listening to The Price of Business.